Hey guys, John Engel here, and today we're going to be playing with the Humvee. You guys have asked where she's been. Well, she had a brake leak, and I had to deal with a bunch of little things before I could fix it. First, I had to replace a caliper, then I had some fitting issues. I think all of that is settled, but I finally have to bleed the line, and I've used some of the pneumatic ones before, or you get somebody in there to pump on the brakes. But I said, what happens if you're all alone, you don't have an air compressor? Well, I went onto Amazon, like I always do, and I ordered some new parts to do your own brake bleeding with nothing but yourself. Stay tuned. Hey guys, John Engel here, and I've got some great news. Today we're going to fix that by installing a brand new double din. So today we're going to do an oil change and replace those. This is what you get for $23. First of all, you get the pump, which is a manual pump so that you can do this all yourself. You don't need pneumatics and you don't need somebody pressing the brake for you. So this is going to be really good. You get the connection tubes. You have the reservoir that will hold all the fluid that comes out, hopefully, so we don't make a mess. You've got the bigger tube that will hook up to the caliper, and then the connections. Now you can see in here we've got different connection sizes. I believe this is the right one that we need, but we'll find that out as well. They give you extra tubes so that if you were doing something different than just brake fluid, you don't have to cross-contaminate. They give you the seals that go into this cap here and into this cap, and also a suction cup device, some T's and some different type things, so if you were trying to get into an area that's a little bit more difficult. Now you can see that this works. If I put my finger over here, watch, I am creating a vacuum. I am at almost 15 pounds, and then if I let it go, it goes right back down. So I know that this is working, and this should get me where I need to go. The first thing that we have to do is open the brake reservoir on the Humvee so that it will allow it to flow out. Let's get started. First step is to remove the cover from the actual brake fluid. So they are a little tight. I will warn you, you have to use a little bit of pressure, and we should be able to remove this. Brake fluid is in there, so that is good. Next step is going under the car, opening the bleeder, and start sucking. And that didn't sound good, but that's what we're gonna do. Oh, yeah. Let's give this a shot. So this might be crazy for a lot of you, but my caliper is actually right through there on the Humvee, their inboard braking system. So you can actually see right there is the bleed nozzle, which means that is where I'm going to be doing my work from. And so I'm gonna let you guys sit over here. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this all too well, but I do have everything that I think I need. I've got the correct tip on, I've got the pump, I've got the inline thing. Now, the only other thing I've got to do is break loose this, which was rather easy because it's brand new. It's always good. Let's put this on, start pumping and seeing if I'm going to get some fluid out of here. Well, let me do this again this way. All right, I am getting pressure. It is creating a suction. Oh, look at this. Tons of fluid coming out, tons of air in that line. So I think what I'm going to have to do is do this a few times. Wow, that filled up very, very quickly. And I got tons of air. Look at that. That's amazing. All right, we'll just keep going. Hopefully this is the last time. Hopefully. So let's talk about this kit. Does it work? Yes. I'm not sure that it creates a tight enough suction. I think a lot of the air bubbles that I was seeing were actually from the tip over here not connecting to the nipple on the brakes as well as it should. So I don't know if that's really truly the kit's full problem. I think some of it has to do with the caliper and some of it deals with me not doing this very often. But I have seen them fit a lot tighter and be able to create that perfect suction. Did it work? Yes. I mean, you saw it started sucking the fluid out, so it definitely does a good job of it. For $22 to have this in a bag somewhere in case you're doing like autocrossing, anything where you wouldn't have access to maybe a compressor or don't have somebody else to help you, this really does come in handy. For me today to bleed it out that far, I'll give it a try and see how soft that pedal feels, and hopefully it doesn't feel too soft, but there was still quite a bit of air in that line, so I'm probably gonna have to do this again. But I wanted to give you a review of it. I don't think it's a terrible product. I just don't think that it's as good as the old-fashioned ways, especially if you're using an air compressor or if you have somebody just pressing the pedal, because then you don't have to worry about any of the air getting back in. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed this review. It was fun for me to do. I got to get under the Humvee. It's at least able to be driven now, I think. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, little product review, which is something that we used to do a lot more of, and I think that we're gonna get back to this type stuff. I really enjoy doing this just to let you know what to expect. For $22, I don't think it's a bad buy, but I don't think that this is as good as the pneumatic or having somebody press on the pedal. But if you're all alone like I was, it does the job. Anyway, hopefully you have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll catch you next time. I don't want to do any more brake work.